Welcome back to the Charlotte Motor Speedway. We're getting ready for 600 long miles of racing, Kelly.
Yeah, and most drivers will tell you that the key to winning the Coca-Cola 600 is track position, and teams from one organization just may have the edge when it comes to winning the battle on pit road. You don't win 196 races and 10 Sprint Cup championships by being average. And there's nothing average about Hendrick Motorsports, from the drivers to the cars to the pit crews.
If you think about it, we'll go around the world looking for specific engine components or different sorts of expertise. Well, why not go around the country looking for some of the best athletes that are either finished with their primary sport or looking for new challenges, maybe making it into the professional ranks, and we show them what we have to offer here in NASCAR.
What they have to offer includes this brand new state-of-the-art performance training facility. What the Jackmen, tire changers, and carriers do here helps them do a better job here. Something pit crew coordinator Andy Papathanassiou says is just part of the master plan.
You can think of us like an athletic department of a college. So we have coaches and trainers and rehab therapists and all those kinds of folks that are involved in training the pit crews. Strength
and conditioning coach Mark Morrison believes the new facility will give teams at Hendrick Motorsports an edge for many seasons to come.
Every week, and actually in some cases every day, they are jumping off a pit wall, whether it's practice or whether it's at the track. When we used to practice out on the pavement, we're pounding as well. So if we train on this surface, it's going to help their joints, it's going to help them move better. Ultimately, we can get more years out of our pit crews.
Bad news for all the other teams. Joining us now is a man who knows about team, he knows about pit crews, former crew chief Ray Evernham. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
You've won the 600 here a few times. The one that comes to mind 17 years ago, 1994, Jeff Gordon, his first ever Cup win. You made the call for 2 tires on that final pit stop.
It was a night, Goodyear actually brought a really good tire, as they always do, but Rusty Wallace was leading the race, and he was just killing us, and they came down before we, they pitted before us. He took on 4 tires, and I knew that we could do 2 tires in about 8 seconds, and that should have gotten us out of the pits with about a 2 or 3 second lead, and the rest would be up to Jeff. There were 18 laps to go, and we gave Jeff those 2 tires, and once he realized he had a shot, he just started pulling away. So it was a really good day for us.
So you showed everyone what to do, right? So now you got a bunch
everything.
Of. That's right. So what do you think the key is to winning the 600?
Well, I think this track is really difficult to chase during the day, and then on into the night. The grip is going to change. As you can see, the clouds are in or out, and that's going to actually affect as the temperature drops. So adjusting your car all day long to keep up with the track changes, but then not over-adjusting, because if you over-adjust, you're going to get behind. And I really do think what I've seen during the week, this could come down again. If it's a late race caution, we could have a choice of 4 tires, 2 tires, or no tires.
It's all about strategy. That's why the crew chief is so important, and pit stops are key.
Well, you've got people up on the box with you, engineers. You have people that are giving you data, and a lot of it comes down to mathematics. Sometimes it's not as big a gamble as people think. You've got basically a race caution history that tells you that there's a probability of, let's say, 75% that the caution's going to come out here, and you know how well your car performs on 2 tires or how many laps are left. So the guys have that all that information. You've got a playbook up there. If this is happening, you're going to do this. If this happens, I'm going to do this. And the guys that are prepared are the guys that end up front.
So ultimately, given the changing conditions and all the things that you've just said, who do you think this favors? Who would you pick?
Well, last year this time I'd say, well, it definitely favors an experienced team. The Hendricks, the Gibbs, the Rouches for sure. The Fords do look really strong here this week. But with that said, looking at what happened at Darlington, with Reagan Smith, it's hard to pick a winner. I think if there's a late race caution, it's anybody's race. There's probably, honestly, 15 to 20 cars based on practice that can win this event.
Wow.
So many first-time winners, Cup winners, win at the Coca-Cola 600. But real quick, what are you doing with Hendrick Motorsports now?
Well, I'm actually working with Mr. Hendrick, tying all of his brands together. The Hendrick Performance brand, the Hendrick Motorsports brand, working with some of the guys at his dealerships, just having a lot of fun. I've got the best job in the world. He gave me a nice office. I get to tour around, look at his classic cars. Back working with some of the people on Chevrolet, doing a little bit of design and things for some of the future cars that are coming out. So it's an exciting opportunity.
Ray, does this ever get old? Because it doesn't for me. I could do this every day.
No, you know, it doesn't. This place has been so special to me, but I still get chills. You know, right now I'm sitting here thinking, God, I wish I was on the box. God, I wish I was on the box.
Do you miss it?
I do, until I see people like Chad Knaus and those guys. I'm not sure that I'd want to face Chad Knaus and Rob Osborne. They do a pretty good job.
Yeah.